Oh no! And woe on my end in the mind of me, and right behind me is a man on the island. Oh no, that is doing it. My wonder of Lenny.
Mr.Bee, how are you today, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm my baby reeling behind this news.
News? You have news for us?
Yeah. The pandemic but we and I'll go back to the movie.
All right. What's playing?
Um, I'm I have been waiting in Mount Ada. I'm not acting yet.
No end in. There's an end in sight, but it's a ways out there.
Yeah, but today, Warner Bros. Announced. Oh well, Warner oh no, parent company 18. Oh, Warner Media. Oh, hey, yeah, Warner Bros. But Warner Bros. And HBO Max announced. Oh, oh, hey, big news, bro. Hey,
By you saying big news broke, did big news break you? Oh, there's news.
yeah, all Warner Bros. Movie in anyone will be going to HBO Max. We is Warner Bros. I mean, I think they are in the name Warner Max in HBO Max. We will be out the we invite and the pricey and the pricey. Oh, but we will get to that. But Lenny, your initial reaction this headline.
I'm excited for the industry because content will be available as kind of we reopen our country and the world. That said, I am the opposite of excited for movie theaters and what this is going to mean for them.
Yeah.
Especially the independent ones that you and I have spent time on over the years.
Yeah.
And enjoy.
I mean, now Warner Bros. Have made it. Is it that this is a pandemic only move? But when you let the ini out of the land and you put it back in.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. It's speeding up a move that has kind of been imminent for a while, in the fact that we need everything at our fingertips. And if I don't need to leave the house, so I guess the question becomes, how much has the pandemic changed human behavior, like long term? I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I do know, and we've, last time we talked about how it'd have to be quite an event to draw us to the movie theater, except for local ones, where we would obviously be a smaller crowd and what have you, but
and go like up home the business.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you have a vested interest, whereas one of the big companies, you're like, whatever. They're not waiting for me to buy a ticket. That's not, their success isn't hinging on us. We're talking about the people. We're talking about the people that wait till we walk through the door to pop popcorn because they weren't sure if anyone was going to show up.
yeah, I mean, like I had gone a movie like at the cinema AO we
Mhm.
we all over where we anyway like eight men give me a statement on the Universal and AME
Yeah.
deal.
Uh-huh.
And window and that look like that whole new now.
Yeah.
Like I might I might see about I I I maybe out him again. Like if we on this deal on
Yeah,
this
I think this is a bigger deal, right? I mean, this is a much
yeah
bigger, has more implications for him.
yeah I mean I mean on Mimi but we want went about this in the DL. Me and the DL in very okay all all the WBB movies will be released in and HBO Max on the same day and date.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your initially are on number one.
I think that it's surprising that they don't stagger it a bit. Not a lot, just a bit. Like,
Like that in day window.
yeah, like
You know,
I'm sitting around like, hey, I want to go see this movie. I'll say Wonder Woman just for because that's one that's relevant. I want to go see Wonder Woman. It's kind of crappy weather out. I'll just stay home and watch it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I was trying to put myself in the place in the shoes of a theater owner, I'd have pushed for at least a 14-day. Like, give us the people that really want to go and experience the old timey ways of waiting in line and smelling the smells and picking the seat. Now they're competing with themselves.
Yeah, yeah. And hey, yeah. I gave you then they are owner and even oh, hey, number number two. Movie will be available at no network cost to HBO Max eyeball.
I have a feeling that the subscription for HBO Max is going to go up at least $5 a month in the next by January.
Yeah, and they already $15 a month.
Because it's not getting any cheaper to make movies,
Yeah,
especially blockbusters.
and
And it begs the question, if you could give us all this new content as well as, for $15 a month now, what the heck were you doing with that $15 a month before? Like, you were making a fortune,
yeah, another one in that they will guarantee do is get rid of the free trial.
Yeah.
They will guarantee do that. Because like what Nikki then they will hammer in if they like got rid of the free aisle.
Mm-hmm.
Aisle. Or like people needing to pay money to eat. Wait. Make money me eat mine now annually in the under of free.
Yeah. Well, funny you say that. Right before Thanksgiving break, I was talking with some coworkers, and the one was said to the other, basically, you haven't seen Mandalorian yet? How have you not seen it? They're like, oh, I don't have Disney Plus. And they're like, well, it's a 30-day trial. Get the 30-day trial, watch The Mandalorian, and cancel your subscription. That said, I'm pretty sure we still have HBO Max from a free trial that was a year ago plus.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they get you because a lot of people don't pay attention.
Yeah.
But that said, but I see their point. Like a free trial, we know what Netflix is. If you don't know what Netflix is, then you're living under a rock. Or Disney Plus, or I think the free trial is a little. I think it's antiquated. I don't think that's necessary anymore. We know they use it as a marketing gimmick, you know, like, oh, come see what you're missing.
Yeah.
But if you've not seen a Netflix movie, you are living under a rock, or Disney Plus. Like, you know what you're getting with streaming services. You don't need to get your foot in the door with a free trial. They need to get your foot in the door with content they're offering or services they're offering, i.e., first-run movies the day of. You know, I think it's going to be interesting to see what it does to Netflix and competitors.
Yeah. Number E and number O. Movie will be available on this like that I'm in. Now that Apple I in this. Movie will only be available on HBO Max for a month. After that, they will only be available and then it will only be the normal model, like then PVOD, like Amazon, like pay, like pay, pay down like when it own it on like Amazon and
Yeah. No, I feel like this is an arbitrary move in the fact that the only one you're doing here is hurting the theaters, because a theater isn't going to keep the movie. They're not going to waste a screen on a movie that's been out for public access for free, essentially, for a month. Like, who's going after that 30-second day to watch a movie that they've had their fingertips on? Part of it is, it's scarcity, right?
And unless you don't want to pay on it, then like that I'm a bootlegging movie.
Yeah.
Like and on the days I in the real I mean that PVOD and then the when they make actual money on it.
It's funny. We should have seen this coming when, like, we went from CDs to MP3s, and that was, my gosh, that was 2005, 2002, 2004, 2000, you know what I mean? Like, how did we not see this coming 15 years ago when all the music was transferring to digital? Heck, even in 2000, Napster, right? Like, how did we not see this coming with movies?
Yeah, I mean, we like I wrote a blog. I wrote a way back in like what in on my about email. Email and in mind. Now it was like, movie are not doomed.
Yeah, they can coexist.
Yeah, but it almost like, it was like but on that point, now like we didn't pandemic. I mean,
Yeah.
we ought to, but we didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, it was like they on over east like this was like this is being new now. Now the SNE like what more at in uni and it. I mean, I think I know remove this and you know, you know, and one like I oh me I know. Army. It ain't me a minute to get on an eye.
Get it together, Mr. B. Get it together. Ever since you fired your secretary.
And I eat my area or we Iron Man.
Oh.
But that in mouth, but when the pandemic in. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Now, Disney. A very, as a new, as a main investor, alright, or investor about the and on the net image on it. Now, the event out at 4 is when I'm on the Emerald 10 and it in one a whopping 4 hours.
Oh wow. Are you gonna get your tucks and tails out for that?
Well, I would definitely be watching. In the no, I not a not a Nini or no. No, but right now I wish I would buy a AT&E or no.
Yeah, right.
I will be making it only right now.
Heh.
And then Nini or no. Oh no, it might be a odd interest.
That is true. Although, Mr. B, you've got such little credibility to begin with.
Yeah. But yeah, they're in now being in Nini like one of them could be on this one could be that our the movie but more be a day means on Nini well. Now they are a little bit in with that. Me a many of them are art movies, and for art and the art movie, a deal that they must pay in
Ah.
Most don't ask that deal, but the art movie do. Now. Now, Nini called on like Black Widow. Why another island? On the cove. I'm on the movie on now. I think that now another movie. Now anyone like I remember. Oh, the and oh no, not what I mean. Nini on them. They're not our moon. I mean, no. But again, it very much a They on around I doubt or movie. Number one, but me and the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Now need me on pay money like get where on that. Or I but one the new art movie. They a actual deal with HBO.
Mm-hmm.
The evening way on the or your new art movie. A evening deal with none of that HBO.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, but your HBO, not HBO Max, but still, it like wow, yeah, like not I not irony or you there,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like now need me on pay money get but it was on down. And need me might be like only the a bone with that.
Yeah.
But with not art movie. Like we are but the art movie mini. It's apple is a lamb. Me and the movie that is like the more and then not move all the art movies. On the movie like that widow and like Disney move no album.
Yeah.
Um now okay now like that in I know move
So,
me
so when they made this announcement, did they say this? So it's all of 2021, right?
yeah
Now let's look at this. Now, do you think that this is gonna? Do you think that this is a stopgap, as a temporary fix, or is this pushing the envelope for things to come?
again again they did a that this is only very
But
very
through all of 2021.
and this is only an very wait an pandemic but
Oh,
they
not through all of 2021.
well they on the and that but they meant in the pandemic or like yeah when it is not an pandemic that in and only I in the deal they on the in the I in they on the
Yeah.
but my is once you let the ini out of the bottle, can you put it back in?
Well, here's the thing too: is they if they pull back, then they could get sued by a class action suit where someone's like, "Well, I just bought a year's subscription, and you did the old bait and switch. Here it is, June, and now I don't have access to all these things that I thought I had access to." It's a PR/customer service nightmare. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm only in the movie that I mean out. Now I'm a man, I mean, but won't be in anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a man. Like I in the order. We are. We are one of woman 1980
Oh, I've heard of that one.
yeah, but we I mean on day.
Will you be watching it on Christmas Day? But if you had let me rephrase that. If you had an HBO Max account or access to an HBO Max account, would you be watching it on Christmas Day?
Very now.
No, that's not the question. Christmas Day is Christmas Day. The day it comes out. Knowing that probably now we're not having families and like I'm pretty sure what our plans are and they don't involve leaving our house.
Hey, any family, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think as well we'll be after we open the gifts and we usually have a nice big breakfast and have a little downtime.
yeah.
We're all going to gather around the TV and watch it. We've been anticipating this movie for over a year now.
Yeah, now in the near now. So, like in the and ni pa and in day like you and a ois me in the movie like you on only one me like you are both you and I mean both and then now me make me mà ai nợ do an in but you and only one me but you be what in me in all 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 and one woman that night in all
I'm going to go Wonder Woman, honestly.
yeah on I mean Wonder Woman but yeah um a this one I don't think I am older.
Mortal Kombat, based off a video game.
Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Đó là bài. Now Mortal Kombat. Like, will you? Yeah. Do you have any input in that one?
No.
And
Now this is coming from someone who grew up playing Mortal Kombat, and they tried doing a franchise movies with it in the 90s, which were terrible.
yeah.
No interest.
Yeah. Well, Mortal Kombat. It's like if you you know, like what you about be doing, like in a non-pandemic world, what you like like HBO Max going out with Edo.
For Mortal Kombat, Mr. B, I'm framing it this way. Would I rather support my local theater?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to say, oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to say support my local theater. If everything's safe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to risk my life to go, or my family's life to go watch a movie that I have a C- interest in seeing. Maybe a D even. And there's no way I'm dragging my wife to see it.
Yeah. 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 I me on the EO well right now on my house.
Which it is, right next door to my house.
Yeah. Yeah. Not mine.
Yeah.
Like they'll like we go right now right now my my Owen we like we not and I not going on
Yeah.
like we in like when I pan go to I was all not in all like go and then what
Oh yeah.
go the movie. Like it was in my ad and now
Oof.
that I mean
Oof. Our local theater, they remember they had so long story short, Richard Gere has ties to my hometown.
mm-mm.
He had a fundraiser, so our local movie theater, which is community run, could get a new marquee, like a vintage marquee. Took them, 2 years. They got the vintage marquee. Literally the summer before the pandemic. So, and then on our so we haven't had movies. So the marquee tried saying it said for a while this gorgeous marquee, like the old style lights and everything, just gorgeous. So for a while it said, like we miss you guys. Come get popcorn and soda for a weekend movie night. So they tried opening it up because they have an old ticket booth.
Not in on what in the main then now we are missing money in our open.
Yeah. Well, that's what they did. So they took it down off the marquee. So we've had an empty, gorgeous, vintage, brand new marquee that's been empty since I want to say August.
Yeah.
And it's so sad to look at. Like they don't even light it up,
Yeah.
But I did see this week when I drove by, it said Happy Holidays. And I was like, oh, thank God they are alive. Because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to open back up? But they said Happy Holidays. So there is a signs of life.
Yeah, I was like me I like like hours that that we are gone
Yeah.
on Isma I bit me like eating at all of them.
Yeah.
Like and yeah and that like that I know like was like in an and then the like multi đều ít một mình like non at in right
Yeah.
right
Yep.
and yeah and and the part like nothing like and I don't know in mean in the cold.
Yeah, the
Like
Deposit. I drove by Deposit Theater, and you can they're trying to make money by renting out the marquee. Like post your message here. I don't know, it's like $15 or whatever. Happy birthday, Bradley, or whatever. That's a sad state. That is a sad state. That they're renting out their marquee like a billboard.
Yeah.
But that's a community run theater as well. That's a not for profit, right? The one in Deposit.
Yeah. Yeah. Lenny, are you down?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Getting a little bit humbled.
Oh, okay. It's just what I said was it's sad to see when theaters have to rent out their marquees for just billboard purposes,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but by the way,
Haley! Tell her I said hello. Or I guess you could hear my voice.
Yeah, you might like right now. But hey, now I'm a movie is like no on this Tom and Ellie.
No interest. Now that said, I will go to the local theater with my kids and my wife to see it, even though I have no, it's kind of like the same interest as Leap or Hotel Transylvania. I'm just begrudgingly gonna or Doctor Doolittle. Like I'll go because it's a family friendly movie playing in my town. So I would not watch it on HBO Plus. I would go to the theater to support local business.
Yeah, but I feeling in an area. Very feeling like and on that in I will wait when it on in that on that go. No,
Yeah.
no. Again, I do not. What in this on me.
Yeah.
Like if I did, I will go. Providing that there won't in
Uh-huh.
me an in my only and I've not been around open
Yes.
and
Now they were for a minute, weren't they, or no?
um like like almost now moon moon like outside uh, uh, outside New York at all like me number one only and I in my only
Really?
or like yeah yeah moon and not been around open
Hmm.
in we have been moon again or Mimi the more I don't know that and that may invite in and invite in our older piece
Yeah.
or like yeah it might be on in in
Well, very much so. There's a few
yeah
on this list that
and God over Wolfie Khan any in
yeah, I really liked Kong Skull Island. I was I went
yeah in it
I went begrudgingly, and it was one of those things where, well, it's in town, it's playing, we're gonna go see it, and I was very surprised by how much I liked it. The kids as well. Um, I would I'll watch that either way, either format, either platform.
yeah yeah
Although it is much more fun on a big screen.
yeah I mean definitely um okay in the ice in lemon random
Oh man.
now this was one of my most is a movie last year that it got delayed like yeah but one of the many Apple is but yeah the lemon random like yeah like any in it and will you what it but what will you uh, minimal ego what it
Now that would be one that I would prefer big screen.
oh yeah definitely on me I I mean I mean that I don't live in the yeah that yeah yeah that the that I don't live like that you know and and movie might not be open. It's like very like that is like on but like I will whole thing in all that movie. Okay, peace any interest
A little.
like then you like no
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
yeah earrings but like it but like little bit but me like that a more me movie on me not with me your being in it's not like what do you think about that?
Agree.
Yeah, I mean, if you are like, you know that what you will. No, a the eyed odd
R-rated, right?
on not on that one. Might me, I'm waiting, but and then any in that one,
Yes.
yeah, a lot on me. And that is being in movie on me.
Agreed.
Again, but my my vision is very on it. Doom
Nope.
in very make the make fall.
Oh, that's a big screen movie too.
Yeah. Oh, the loon on me, but won't be a being in. You want on the elbow. A. Overall,
Either way, either format, yeah.
a and about my eye and that about it. And then we like and again the in e on that yeah I mean now
Well, my guess is that they're going to have to run this out to the end of the year.
yeah
They're going to try. So they're already investing in this.
yeah
Then it's going to be more of a long-term thing than until the pandemic's over. No, I think they got to run it out to the year for subscription purposes.
yeah
And we'll see. I think that movie theaters should be frightened.
yeah.
Now, that's not to say that this wasn't coming, but this has been a huge catalyst in it. I mean, this is where we were trending for, years now. But this is the pandemic has been a catalyst for like forcing change, right?
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
Now you a part or a the in I and I me right now we are running it by company by company by we is we are not really we is but I'm the in army but by the like army leave what not the me but me and the me you have a NATO the national no not the government NATO They know, like really bad act on them. Um, and the MPAA, most in or of East in America, we we out of union are a member, like I will meet and negotiate a standard.
I think that's a good hypothesis.
Yeah, like I'm a like like I don't want to get on a day and date me's
Mhm.
model. I am in then right that be the new standard, but I can't a month.
Wow.
I can't a month. Maybe the phone in day or in day,
Yeah.
but like if you and Ina like what you that
I agree.
yeah do you eat
Well, here's the deal. Here's why I agree with it, because this current model, the theaters have nothing to gain
yeah
and everything to lose.
yeah
So, say it doesn't work out and they come running back to the theaters, then the shoe's on the other foot.
yeah I mean like you don't want on deal. Well, I don't like it because like I really want to eat me me I know oh đi này in the end in a mall but like that but uh, but, but yeah but not near in the window or in one day window like only main bun and movies or like the main golf on movies like that may and me it does I benefit a little bit more.
Yeah.
This one, this one, I don't eat out benefit
Yeah, there's no gain. Yeah, there's no way for them to win.
Like I don't know if the like in in una any
Uh-huh.
any this like I really don't know. Nothing like it mean like they and anything like not be like it not there but it not they didn't any in done in that or that get no peanut pie.
Yeah.
Now Mimi like the go under bar I Wonder Woman like like the like the always they like like yeah oh like like the will get a little bit more on the
Mhm.
and but like not I guarantee without the other movie, not on one movie.
Yeah.
Like it, on like I mean like I will openly be looking at like like getting or like I in uy HBO Max anh ơi you know what need on này on này I would be watching and and we will see you all right um All right. Well, you all. I will do this. Mimi. I mean, I might do my like the vấn đề like này like like me Bane Bane for our on and Ethan
Yeah.
like I will waiting on that me I don't know that there will be any they knew me on them about but yeah but I will eat you guys in on in my ad and once again um Lenny any on in
No, I think it's interesting that you brought this to your community. It's definitely a big deal. It's going to change things.
For well.
Yeah.
Well, I and a for but me a new at now and I mean and the new at now and or be like the I and a but at least on the on
Mm-hmm.
Mimi yeah Mimi our and I realize
Yeah.
like on like mình now and I and like I don't need but me announced in me a yao mode mode like now top in that now and not look go on look good a model like I in an edit or a model that not look good.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean waiting over and then you might in an art in it. But that they were all in leave mean all in the are now being moved. I mean but once again I wish I had better new on a movie right now.
Yeah, not looking good.
Good night and be happy.